Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to do a short review on the Rogue One trailer, as well as discuss some of the fans' reactions. That's primarily what I'm going to discuss in this video. But first, let's talk about the trailer. A short, about minute and a half trailer. Overall, I liked it. I think it's Star Wars. It's not going to fail. It's going to be exciting. People are going to be excited about it. My concern is this: there wasn't too much in this trailer that I could separate from what I saw in JJ's trailer. Yes, they're two different movies, but the music was the exact same song. It was done differently, but it was the exact same song. You got a very nostalgic feeling. We see the AT-ATs, which, don't get me wrong, are awesome. But I'm starting to see that I believe, Gareth, when you look at Godzilla and you look at his movie Monsters, I don't see too much, and this is only this trailer, okay? They could be completely different when the movie comes out. But judging from what I see right now, I don't see too much of Gareth in this trailer as much as I see Disney. You understand what I'm getting at? That doesn't mean I think it's going to be a bad movie. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go see it. That doesn't mean I'm not excited for it. The trailer was okay. It was okay. It wasn't as impactful as the other Star Wars trailer, the Episode 7 Force Awakens trailer. But I do expect it to be good. One of the things I do like about it is, number one, it doesn't have any recognizable characters. So you're getting a fresh set of characters that we haven't met. I'm sure, with the exception of a couple of few minor characters that we've seen before. And then, of course, the rumor that Vader is going to be in it, which is a good touch. That, I think, is right. That's the right thing to do. The other thing I like is, as of right now, and again, we don't know, this could change, there's no lightsaber duels. And I like that, because now this movie doesn't have a lightsaber fight to fall back on. It's got to deliver on its story. It's got to deliver on its own action that is not based on an epic lightsaber battle at the end. It's not that it's the nostalgia thing. I don't have a problem with nostalgia. It's just I don't want them to go to the well one too many times. I feel JJ got away with it, and that's fine. But I don't want that to be the base of all these movies. Nostalgia. I do want to see some new stuff. You know what I mean? I know it's a movie that's in between Episode 4 and Episode 3, in between there, or closer to Episode 4, of course. But it doesn't mean you can't implement new things, and that's what I'm hoping to see. It was a fun trailer. It was pretty good. I'm just hoping for more new stuff. Even though it's an old-based movie story-wise, it doesn't mean they can't put other things in it that make it feel fresh. I understand the look is supposed to be the way it looks. That's fine. I'm not complaining about how it looks in terms of like the uniforms and stuff like that. The AT-ATs are cool. I love the AT-ATs. Just I got that feeling like they're gonna try and go with the nostalgia approach again, which makes me believe personally that Disney is the one kind of, steering Gareth Edwards, and he's not completely having creative control over what he wants to do with the movie. But again, we'll see. That could be completely false. It's only a minute and a half trailer. I remain 50-50, and I remain optimistic about the movie in and of itself. With that said, one of the things that happened when this trailer came out earlier today, and it really pissed me off, this is rant time for me, was already there were people complaining about a female lead character. And this is it kind of got under my skin, because first of all, I felt that Daisy Ridley and the character Rey was an awesome lead for the Force Awakens trilogy, because we have never had a female front and center Jedi. We've had female Jedi, but we've never had a female front and center Jedi. And one of the things I always wished when I look back at the old Star Wars trilogy was knowing that Leia was Luke's sister and that she had the Force powers, but we never really got to see her exercise that. She was too old. I get it, story-wise, for her to train and all that stuff. But it could have been done. It could have been done. You could argue that if they did a set of movies before this new trilogy that's out, The Force Awakens and going forward, if they did a trilogy or a movie or two before that, you could implement a story where Luke maybe trains Leia to hone her skills or to become at least a competent Jedi. Maybe not a full-fledged. And that's something I always wish I could see. And now at least I'm getting something like that with Rey. Now we have this movie, and there's another female lead character, and there's already people complaining. And there were tweets all over the place. I remember seeing this tweet really, it didn't piss me off. It made me laugh, because it just proves how incompetent people can be. There was one tweet where the person said, "Oh, another female lead. Come on, Star Wars, be original." Out of all the Star Wars movies, this is possibly the second one that's going to have a female lead. So how is that not original? You're going to have the first trilogy, which the lead was Hayden Christensen, and then the little boy, I forget his name, Jake Taylor, I think it was something like that. And obviously Ewan McGregor, and then Natalie Portman was a support character. So those are those three movies. Then you have the middle three that came out in the 70s, and Mark Hamill Obviously Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford were the leads, and then, Carrie Fisher was like a support. Now you have this new trilogy where ideally it looks like Daisy Ridley and John Boyega are more or less going to be the leads of this one. So you're going to have one man, one female, but this is the first female lead of all the 9 movies, and obviously she's going to lead the next 2. So that is 3 movies out of 9, and then you throw in Rogue One, so that's going to be the 10th movie now in the Star Wars universe, and that is 2 female leads in a total of 4 movies out of 10. That's less than 50%. 50%. And it's like, I don't understand why this is an issue. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, people feel that, oh, this is forcing the issue or forcing the women lead down your throat. You want to know something? I'm to be quite honest, I don't think we have enough. I mean, look at the let's take this for example. The superhero surge, not the superhero movie, superhero surge of movies started getting popularity from 2000 all the way up to this point. We are getting our first superhero lead female in 2017. That is 17 years. It took 17 years to get a female-led superhero movie. All right? Okay, if you want to argue, you had Elektra, if you want to consider that. But she's not iconic like Wonder Woman, okay? She's not up to the upper echelons of, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. So if you want to say, okay, we've had one, but even still, if you want to consider Elektra, that's one female lead in the last 17 years by the time Wonder Woman comes out next year. That's sad. That's sad when you consider some of the powerful and popular female superheroes. Storm, a very, very popular X-Men in Marvel, could have had her own movie. She had her own comic series for some time. Obviously Captain Marvel's coming out now. Obviously now you got Wonder Woman finally, coming into place. So this whole thing about people complaining about women leading, especially in Star Wars, I'm all for it. I love the idea of having a female Jedi kicking ass. I love it. I love it. It's just something different, And when you consider all the movies we have, okay? All the movies we have with male leads. And it's not that they're bad movies, but I like this. I like the fact that they're going out there with strong female characters leading. It's different. It's a fresh difference. I love the Fast and the Furious movies. They're going on 8 now, okay? And every movie's been Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, whoever, and 8 movies, okay? And now in the 8th movie, they're finally having a female, I don't want to say lead, but she's going to be like on the villain side. She'll be leading the antagonist, and that's Charlize Theron. But that's 8 movies in, and they finally thought up to come up with a female villain. So, and then the people that tweeting this stuff is like, what? Really? Really? The second Star Wars movie to have a female lead and already you're complaining? Really? And let's face it too, to be honest, it's a minute and 23 seconds, the trailer, roughly, I think. So there's no guarantee that she's the lead. Now, obviously they're painting it that way and that she may very well be the lead. But they could be setting up these trailers to introduce us to several characters that could appear to be the lead. So I think people in that sense are jumping to the conclusion too. But quite honestly, if she's the lead, I don't see the big deal. I really don't. I think it's absurd that people are reacting this way. Because at the end of the day, it's not about whether the character is a female or a male. It's not about whether the character is white, black, pink, red, whatever. The important thing is that the character is written well and that it drives the story and the story is good. That's what it comes down to. Because let's face it, you could perfect example. Everybody was up in arms about Ben Affleck, right? Ben Affleck. Everybody was up in arms about him playing Batman 3 years ago. I remember. People were apeshit. Where are those people now? Where are they now? 75% of them love him as Batman. Why? Because it's how the character was written and how he drives the story. Now, granted, Batman vs. Superman story wasn't that great, but everybody agrees that the portion of it that was Batman was very good. So that's why people going apeshit about a character and being female, male, or a certain person or a certain race is just dumb. Because once you watch the movie, you're not looking at that person for their race. You're not looking at that person for their sexuality. You're invested in the story. You're watching the character in the story world. You forget the fact that it's Daisy Ridley, it's Ray. You forget the fact that it's Ben Affleck, it's Batman. So for people to jump the gun like this is just so dumb. It is so dumb. I have never, ever, I already expect, and I know that the internet's full of incompetent people. I know it. It's common. Although the internet is full of incompetent people. What scares me is how much more incompetent people get. That's what kind of gets me scared. It's like, I expect incompetence. I don't expect incompetence to not only continue, but to evolve into more incompetence. That it's just why people are entitled to feel the way they feel. I get it. But this is just like too ridiculous. Too ridiculous. So I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest because I was so dumbfounded when I saw those tweets of people complaining about a female lead in this movie. It was like, I can't believe people are complaining about this. Who gives a shit? What's important is that she performs. What's important is that the movie performs. And, it's not always based on, oh, well, we have to have a black Human Torch to be politically correct. Michael B. Jordan's actually a decent actor. I don't know if anybody knows that. He's actually a pretty good young actor. He's one of my favorite young actors. I don't know why people have to think that because there's a female lead in the second Star Wars movie that suddenly there's a problem. I don't see what the problem is. Maybe, and then there's another person complaining about the actors being British. Look, let's be honest here, okay? Take some of the best American actors, some of the most popular American actors right now, and compare them to some of the really good popular actors from Britain. Guys, they have the edge in talent. I'm sorry to say. Channing Tatum is considered a big name in Hollywood. He can't fucking act. Okay? He can't act. Okay? And that doesn't mean I don't like him. I thought he was great in 21 Jump Street, and he's had some other movies that I thought he was real funny. But when you compare him to someone like, I don't know, there's so many going to, but let's say, for example, Andrew Lincoln, okay, from Walking Dead, very good actor. Lenny James from Walking Dead, English, very good actor. I mean, those are two that just popped in my head right now because of Walking Dead this week. But there are other ones. Henry Cavill's a good actor. He's not great, but he's better than Channing Tatum. A lot of the good actors for America have gotten older too. Jack Nicholson's old. Denzel Washington's up there. Mr. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. just turned 51. So this next wave of young actors in America are not nearly as good as some of the crafty veterans that we've grown up with. And the young wave of actors coming out of England are better. They're better. It's just, it's not knocking America. It's just how it is. And guess what? Next time there'll be another wave of actors and the Americans might be better this time. It's just how it is sometimes. So, but outside of that, this whole female Jedi thing, it's not Jedi specifically, but in the case of Daisy Ridley, because people knocked her too. But the whole female lead being an issue, I don't get it. I really don't. It boggles my mind. Like, I'm all for equality. If there can be a strong male character to carry the Star Wars trilogy, why can't there be a strong female character? And why can't there be a strong female character to carry one of the Solo movies? There were people saying dumb shit like, oh, next thing you know, they're going to cast a female for Han Solo. That's just, see, that stuff right there, even though it's sarcasm, it just makes you sound like an idiot. Because you know damn well they're not going to do that. You're just saying it to be spiteful. And you know what? Disney, Lucasfilm, they don't owe you shit. They don't owe you shit. They don't owe me shit. They're going to do what they feel is best to put on an entertaining movie. And they felt that this girl, I don't forget her name at the moment, that she would play a good part, and the story was written with a female in mind. Period. That's it. And you either swallow that and accept it, or don't go watch the fucking movie. Plain and simple. So anyway, guys, that's it. This is a long rant, 15 minutes, but it really bothered me. It kind of gets on my nerves that instead of seeing it for the art, people are seeing it for political reasons, and it's just stupid. It's fucking ridiculous. And but anyway, that was an unexpected video today. That's why I'm using my webcam and not my regular camera and my setup. But I am working on you guys videos for all your suggestions. I got a lot of them. So I'm going to be recording them over the weekend, and then I'll have them up and running hopefully late this weekend and then during the week as we go. But overall, the trailer was good. It's a short trailer, so I couldn't get a lot out of it. Some things I saw were really good. Some things I saw that I wasn't too impressed with. But hey, it's Star Wars. We're going to go see it. We'll probably love it, and then we'll move on from there. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit ETN's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description. You're watching ETN. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to do a short review on the Rogue One trailer, as well as discuss some of the fans' reactions. That's primarily what I'm going to discuss in this video. But first, let's talk about the trailer. A short, about minute and a half trailer Overall, I liked it. Look. I think it's Star Wars. It's not going to fail. It's going to be exciting. People are going to be excited about it. My concern is this: there wasn't too much in this trailer that I could separate from what I saw in JJ's trailer. Yes, they're two different movies, but the music was the exact same song. It was done differently, but it was the exact same song. You got a very nostalgic feeling. We see the AT-ATs, which, don't get me wrong, are awesome, but I'm starting to see that I believe. Gareth, when you look at Godzilla and you look at his movie Monsters, I don't see too much, and this is only this trailer, okay? They could be completely different when the movie comes out. But judging from what I see right now, I don't see too much of Gareth in this trailer as much as I see Disney. You understand what I'm getting at? That doesn't mean I think it's going to be a bad movie. That doesn't mean I'm not going to go see it. That doesn't mean I'm not excited for it. The trailer was okay. It was okay. It wasn't as impactful as the other Star Wars trailer, the Episode 7 Force Awakens trailer. But I do expect it to be good. One of the things I do like about it is, number one, it doesn't have any recognizable characters. So you're getting a fresh set of characters that we haven't met. I'm sure, with the exception of a few minor characters that we've seen before. And then, of course, the rumor that Vader is going to be in it, which is a good touch. That, I think, is right. That's the right thing to do. The other thing I like is, as of right now, and again, we don't know this could change, there's no lightsaber duels. And I like that, because now this movie doesn't have a lightsaber fight to fall back on. It's got to deliver on its story. It's got to deliver on its own action that is not based on an epic lightsaber battle at the end. But it's not that it's the nostalgia thing. I don't have a problem with nostalgia. It's just I don't want them to go to the well one too many times. I feel JJ got away with